Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and today we're going to talk about retargeting in 2026. In 2025 we talked a lot about retargeting. Why? I have seen a major shift to the way that we are having our ad account structure, less and less retargeting. This is something that I think that in the video of 2025 I said that I'm gonna do less retargeting this year, and it was true, I did less retargeting. Why though? The thing is this, I have posted a video recently also that I'm explaining about the 5 stages of Eugene Schwartz and that you cannot actually implement the theory 100%. Retargeting is something that's gonna be in our life and it is correct. Of course, there's always going to be different funnels that are going to need retargeting no matter what. For example, let's say that you're doing a weight loss program and then you're retargeting people for another upsell, for another thing. I'm not gonna say that retargeting is not gonna be used so that you're going to be able to do your different funnels, upsells and all of that, but I'm talking a little bit about the general structure. For example, a clothing store. Are you gonna need retargeting into your clothing store? Yes, just a very small percentage, maybe one campaign with a catalog with all the products in stock, maybe one campaign that is gonna show a new collection coming and you wanna let the people know but then stop it. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my Facebook ads course. It took me 6 months of video editing everything and 3 months of video shooting, and because of that I have created the best Facebook ad course in the world. Inside you're going to find super advanced information, but information also for beginners. It takes you by the hand in order to teach you how to do Facebook ads from the beginner level to super advanced level. It has inside Loom videos from cost caps, speed caps, Loom videos from CBO, ASC optimization. It has chosen 5 sessions, inner circle sessions, and it has a lot of theory with whiteboard, also strategies that are working all of these years, things that I have developed, things that I know that are working because I have spent millions and millions on the platform. Currently, I'm spending between 5 and 10 million every month, sometimes it's even more, across 30 accounts, and I have access to many more, so I know what is currently working and all the latest trends, and this is what I'm doing inside the course. I'm showing you live ad accounts with real spend and what is working right now. And if you want, you can click the link below, you can go and you can check some videos that I have open free for you so that you can check if you like the course or not and decide if you want to buy it or not. I will see you there. So retargeting is something that is always going to be here. You're going to see it in your ad accounts, but what I want to talk about today is how much we are going to retarget. So doing a small retargeting campaign is not going to harm you. If you have a specific funnel that needs retargeting so that you can do upsells and stuff, yes. If you want to do retargeting in order to let the people know about an offer, yes. If you want to do retargeting for a small period of time again that you want to let them know about a new collection, yes. But if we talk about evergreen retargeting, it's going to be just a small percentage of your budget, and the reason is this. Right now, after what happened with iOS, we have 2 major problems. One problem was that we were able to target less people, but the second problem and the biggest one is that less people now are sending data within the platform. That meant that instead of our campaigns optimizing, for example, with 50 events, now they optimize with less events. How did Meta fix that? Meta fixed it by adding retargeting sales to the cold traffic ads. Back in the day when we were doing top of funnel campaigns, without even excluding, there wasn't so much retargeting done in those. Now we can see that it's more and more. We have also the audience segments that we can prove it, and a lot of times it reaches to some ad accounts with repeated customers to 30-40% retargeting on cold traffic ads. The more you leave them, the more you see this number becoming higher and higher. Of course, this has created a problem about the new client acquisition, which is another topic that we can discuss another time. But we have also this idea and the concept from Meta that, okay, I'm having less event into my cold traffic ads. What if I'm going to put more events from retargeting so that it can have more data, it can optimize better? So in other words, Meta said, okay, if you're running a retargeting and then I'm gonna steal the sales that you're having from email, SMS, Google, and I'm just going to toss them inside the retargeting campaign, you're winning nothing. But if I toss this data inside the cold traffic campaign, so I'm taking your most loyal customers and I'm using them as data in order for you to find new clients. Is this bad? In my opinion, it's not bad. And this is how the platform is working right now because they had to find a solution. Of course, it creates other problems like everything, because when you have an action, you have a reaction. The cost of new clients became more and more expensive. And this is something that companies with a lot of repeated customers are now blaming Meta for, and they're trying to find other ways to get new clients. Of course, we have periods like Black Friday and all of that, which is going to compensate for that. But in the other months, we can see that this retargeting that's happening, a lot of times it's causing the new client acquisition cost to increase a lot. We need to adapt to the algorithm. If the algorithm or Meta in general wants to work like this, we need to work like this. So, are we excluding past customers? The answer is no. We want Meta to steal those sales from Google, from email, from SMS, bring them inside our cold traffic ads so that they can be used as data in order for us to find more and more clients. Do we want to have a retargeting campaign with high spend in our ad account? The answer is no. We want to have a small spend over there so that we're not going to leave money on the table, but we want most of the retargeting data to go on the cold traffic ads because this is what the platform is needing right now, and our cold traffic campaigns, they need more data. Is it going to be an exception to the rule? Countless. There are going to be different companies with different funnels that they will need retargeting in any single step. There are going to be the cases that I said earlier that we're going to do retargeting. But in our evergreen strategy, in our ad account structure, what we're going to use is an ad account that's going to have a very small retargeting campaign, and everything else should flow within our cold traffic ads. Moving to 2026, I want you to know that we know, Meta, that you're stealing sales from email, Google, and all of that. We are okay with that as long as you're using it in order to bring more sales. We don't want this data to go into a retargeting campaign that's not going to help us scale, but it's just going to inflate the ROAS inside the platform, which has no use to us. What we want is this data to be used in order to find new clients and more sales that you were not going to be able to find without this data inside the cold traffic ads. To recap, less retargeting on evergreen, less contribution to the general budget, more data to our cold traffic ads from the retargeting, sales that are going to go there because you have less spend on retargeting, the sales are going to go to the cold, retargeting on special occasions, retargeting on specific funnels and specific businesses. Some people are going to say that you need zero retargeting. In my opinion, in some cases, you can do zero retargeting. Does it harm you to have a small retargeting of 50, 100 if you spend 2K or 3K per day? In my opinion, no. Should you do retargeting if you're spending 100 or 200 per day? In my opinion, no. Because over there is where you need the extra 1 or 2 sales not being taken by the retargeting campaign. Are you getting those inside your cold traffic ads? If not, do a retargeting campaign so that you can get them and get more data to your pixel because you haven't scaled yet and you want to train your pixel still. Are we gonna have zero retargeting on all of the big spend ad accounts? The answer is no. Nothing is gonna harm you there. You can have a small percentage of your budget on retargeting. Are we gonna have zero retargeting on smaller spending ad accounts? The answer is no. You can have a retargeting there if you want, as long as it's not depreciating sales from your cold traffic ads and not helping you have cold traffic campaigns that are going to be healthy. That's all about retargeting and how I see the use of it on 2026. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, you can check my course, of course, and all of these kind of things inside there. Theory with whiteboards, but also implementation on how you're going to do your campaigns, along with some complex Loom videos on CB optimization and many more. You can see all the reviews of the people that they have completed and liked the course. I have also my mentorship program. More reviews also there for you to see. If you are a high spend individual, like you're spending more than 3, 4, 5K, 6K, 10K per day, I think that Chosen 5 is going to be a good fit for you. Talk to me if there are any spots available. We can always start and work one-on-one daily on your campaigns, expanding your knowledge about Facebook ads and your experience. Until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.